Hello and welcome to Decision Points, which is what I've chose to title my videos. I am Andrew Dennison, one of the co-hosts of the Good, the Bored, and the Ugly podcast. In this first video, kind of what I'm going to seek to do is lay out what the format is going to be, kind of what my interest is, and where I'm going with the different kind of reviews I'm going to do. So why did I title it Decision Points? So one of the things I really like about heavy games is the interactions in them. I think a lot of people think of a lot of the heavy games as multiplayer solitaire, and there certainly are ones like that. My preference is for games that have interaction, decision points, things that you have to think about other players doing, things that you have to think about your own plan, what your plan is, what their plan is, and how that is all going to work together. So that is kind of why I titled the videos this, and that's going to be kind of the hallmark of the reviews I'm doing. I'm not going to do a lot of rules explanation. If I find a better rules explanation on the internet, I will link to that, and you can just go watch it there because I don't have the cameras or anything set up, nor is that really going to be the best use of my abilities. And so I want to tell you what the game feels like. What are you going to be doing while you're playing it? What kind of decisions do you have to keep in your mind while you're doing it? Now, a little bit about my background, just so you kind of see how I've changed as a gamer. I started out, of course, with Settlers of Catan. My next step, actually pretty quickly from the Settlers of Catan and Ticket to Ride, was to go to Mage Knight because I wanted to play a little more games than my family did. So I decided to try a solo game, and this one was rated very highly. It was really jumping in the deep end very quickly. Anyone who's played Mage Knight knows that the rules are hard even for heavy gamers to kind of grok and get your head around. And this was very much, going from treading water to just flying into a 50-foot deep pool or something. I eventually just beat my head against it until I won, and I finally figured out how to play the game. I don't like to admit defeat on those kind of things, and I found as I tend to game that a certain amount of, mental pain is enjoyable to me. When I was playing Mage Knight a couple times, I'd finish a game and I'd look at my wife and go, I know that was a really good game of Mage Knight. And she would be, how do you know? And I'm like, because I'm about to go take some Advil. I still enjoy that about games. Some people play games to kind of turn their brains off. Some people play games to turn their brains on. That's not a criticism against turning your brain off. Some people like to just unwind, relax, chill out. They don't want those kind of decisions in their relax time. I do. I really like the mental anguish, the pain, the stress that goes along with that. And so those are the kind of games I'm going to be reviewing. I'm going to be reviewing heavy games, heavy economic games, 18xx, quirky games, Phil Eklund games, those kinds of things. So if you're looking for videos that are going to be about sort of the new hotness, that's probably not going to be what I'm covering for the most part. I'm going to cover those sort of edge cases, the niche of the niche cases. That's my primary interest in gaming. The other one you might see from time to time is the cardinal opposite of that. I might review a really easy kids game because I have kids and I cannot get a 8-year-old to play 1889. That is just not gonna work. So there are times I play games that aren't super heavy games, and occasionally I might make a video about those just to change things up. So anyway, that's going to kind of be what you can expect from me going forward. You're going to look and you're going to see these, edge videos, interesting ones. I'm going to tell you what it's like to play these in the sense of what do you need to be thinking about, what do you need to think about your opponents. So if those are the kind of games you like, look for further videos of mine coming out on the Good, the Bored, and the Ugly YouTube page, and I will see you then. Come say hi on all the forms of social media you can follow to hear more from the Good, the Bored, and the Ugly. We have a guild link, email, Twitter, probably we are most active on Twitter at either at GoodBoardUgly, or if you want to see my stuff personally, that is at Denison Science. I am probably most active on Twitter. If you can, please leave us an iTunes review, and you can check out the podcast at the link below.